This is Grant's Production, live talk show, coming to you direct from the city of Tacoma, the city of destiny, 37 miles south of Seattle, Washington, in the northwest corner of the United States of America. And now this.
One that counsels and one that listens. Today, I welcome to the set a fine one, Dr. Bennie Thompson.
Thank you.
Dr. Thompson, who are you to America?
That's a really good question because I'm originally from Gulfport, Mississippi, by the way of Chicago, Joliet, Chicago, Illinois. I spent a lot of time in school, spent some time in the Navy, and ended up back in Chicago, where schools were a little bit more advantageous to go to than to be back in Mississippi, so I stayed there. Got involved in politics back in the day when we didn't do much of that. Was the first elected official in the city of Joliet and Will County, first black principal there, and the first man to run for mayor of the city back in '75. I know I look young, but I'm not very young. I'm an old man.
Oh, you look well.
But God has been good to me. I've been pastoring I pastored for 35 years. And I think that's what kept me so young, is just doing the will of God. And for the United Methodist Church, and I retired a couple of years ago. And there's a new opportunity for me to come out west, and I decided that, hey, let's take a try. I came out, didn't work out. But, you know, God always has a plan for you. So sometimes we don't see the plan, and the way He got me here was His plan. And now I am teaching at Pierce College on the base, on the post, I can't say it wrong, on the post with the Army and the Air Force on both places, teaching psychology, philosophy, humanities, and world religion, and speech. So I'm doing 9 classes. I have my own office downtown at 7209 South Puget Sound, which is called Beach House Thompson Consultants Services.
Yes.
So I'm doing work there with them. But what I found out when I got out there, that half of the soldiers who return are being told they can't go to mental health services, because if they do, they'll lose their benefits, they'll get kicked out. Just tell them you got to suck it up and go on. Well, when your best friend has died in your arm, your best buddy's legs have been shot off, you've been hurt, and you come back home, they move you from that place right back to the city.
Yes. And
you have not had any time to digest any of this stuff. And then when you start to act out, they'll say, well, he's on drugs, or he's drunk, or he's something wrong with him. Not understanding that the problem is that no one gave them any kind of attention. I talked to them about the problem that they're having. I don't know a 19-year-old that could watch people get killed and not have some psychological problems behind it. And it seems that the Army or the military believe that. They can't believe that. So what I do now is I see these men and women and their families. I won't take TRICARE, because if I see TRICARE, TRICARE will have direct relationship with the Army or the military, so they have a right to my records. I promise these people that I will never tell who came to see me.
In regards to, so what you're doing is basically with the HIPAA confidentiality. Do you feel like you don't want to disclose it because some of them walk in a realm of a higher society and they feel bad that they've lost their sense through grief?
No, I don't. I think they've not really lost their sense of balance. I think the military, the government, the people who are in charge have lost their sense of balance.
But would you say that's too broad to pronounce? That would be type of discriminatory to say they lost their balance because there's two sides to a story?
Well, I've had both sides of the story, because I've been there to watch the issues at hand.
So you're saying that you yourself were in the military and what you've experienced, so, but wouldn't you say perhaps it's like casting that upon another, or do you take your clients as individualistic to sort out their own resolutions?
I take them individualistic to sort out their own resolutions because each one of them come with a different baggage.
So different agendas. So
yes.
With your contract, I see that on your resume you held a contract, United Voices for Children. Would you say you're a bass or soprano for the Children's Choir of Life?
Well, I really sing all the parts. I can even do soprano. So
great.
I can sing all the parts. So the thing about it is, I think being a bass or tenor is not the issue. It's being a person that can actually feel and see the need
Okay, so when you...
of children and of families around the world. Not just in my little area, but around the world.
So systemic-wide, you're able to direct the choir of life and cultivate their growth.
I like to add this to that. I like to not only direct the life of those children, but my whole project in Chicago dealing with men was empowering men to self-sufficiency. Because I got tired of hearing people say that these are deadbeat dads.
Yes.
No, we don't have deadbeat dads. We have dead broke dads.
My.
And we have dead broke dads because we placed men in a position where we didn't give them the things that they needed.
Right, so with the social education and the foundation, well, we definitely appreciate you coming here today and speaking upon the foundation, and thank you for coming.
Thank you so very much.
I'm Vivian Grant with God's Crew. Until next time.